It's Thursday evening just before I leave the shop, and the big news this week is the alder, or the better proper name is the zebra caddis, which is a big, about size 10 or 12 caddis with long antennas and zebra-like marked wings that are sort of like a dark brown to black over like a lighter brown to tan background. Very distinctive looking. A lot of trout streams don't get them. Only rivers that run warm in the summer, like the Housatonic, get them. It's one of the hatches we're particularly famous for, that and the whitefly. The other river I think of with the alder, the zebra caddis, is in Maine. The Androscoggin's also famous for it. So that, we started seeing a few last weekend. I'd say it's a legitimate hatch now. And unlike other bugs, it's actually active in the middle of the day. Just like most caddis that hatch this time of year, the pupa hatch in the mornings, but the adults are on and off the water all day. Caddis can live for weeks. And in particular, this caddis has a tendency to hang out along the edges of faster water. Pocket water is ideal, heads of pools, riffles, anywhere you have some potential holding water, and it doesn't have to be super deep. With a little bit of current near a bank, and even better so if it has bushes on the bank. That is actually where it gets its nickname, the alder, because it'll hang out in the alder bushes, which is actually a bad name for it because there's an English bug called an alderfly that is a totally different insect. This is a true caddis. The Latin name for it is Macronemia zebratum. You can read about it in Tom Ames's excellent Hatch Guide to New England for New England trout streams. Pretty interesting stuff. So stocked up, just got a bunch of alder type patterns and just threw those flies in the bin. Got some other flies in too from Umpka this week. So we are stocked. Looking forward to a good weekend. It's supposed to be low to mid 70s, and we actually may see the sun. And like I said, the alder or the zebra caddis, unlike other bugs this time of year, can be active right in the middle of a bright sunny day. Most of the other bugs are hatching in the evening. You know, the Isonychia, we're still seeing a few March browns, lots of Cahills, sulfurs, assorted caddis in tan to brown, olive to green, and small black ones. Big golden stoneflies. You got some big bugs on the water, so you can actually at moments blind fish with a dry. The alder or the zebra is one that's very good for blind fishing. And some of these bigger bugs, like these big golden stones, you can use like a size 6 or 8 stimulator and blind fish with that. The ISOs this time of year average at least a size 10, sometimes bigger. We're still seeing plenty of those. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on. The flow has been bouncing between 7 and 800. So it's doing some weird bobbles on the graph. We really haven't had any rain of any consequence whatsoever so far this week. There is a chance of us getting a little rain tomorrow. They're talking like a quarter to a half and maybe some dribbles before and after that. Looks nice for the weekend. If the forecast is accurate, that really shouldn't have much of any effect on the flow. We could use little shots of rain each week. I know south of us got some pretty heavy rain earlier this week, and we saw basically none of it. We got a couple little dribbles, and that was it. As I speak right now, the river is medium, extremely wadeable, clear. At the level it's at now, you can even start to get into the pocket water if you're careful. As always, we recommend studded wading shoes and a wading staff. So hope to see some of you here this weekend. At the moment, we're setting up for another good weekend. And let's hope the weather stays nice for the next few weeks. We may be fishing trout into July this year on the Housay. So that would be very cool after the long, cold winter we have. Hope to see some of you guys here this weekend. This is Torrey for Housatonic River Outfitters.